Hi friends, welcome to the Share Report. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to share this channel with others. This channel is all about educating ourselves, being active citizens, getting involved. So I'm so happy to let you know today's guest is going to be Miss Karla Wagner. She's based in Michigan. She's the founder of Axman Tax. She's going to be sharing some great information with us about the elimination of property taxes, how to go about that, and just answering some questions that are legitimate that a lot of people have about if we should abolish or eliminate property taxes, how will we go about paying things that are very important to them. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but I wanted to preface that is the intro of this video, that we're going to be talking about property taxes because it's been on a lot of people's minds. There's a lot of states that are thinking about abolishing or eliminating property taxes. So I wanted to share that with you. I may split this video up in two, it just depends on different subjects that we talk about. So also feel free to leave any comments, questions, anything that may be on your mind about the elimination of property taxes, because Ms. Karla and I, we talk. So we may get back on another video to answer more questions. So we are on a mission for us to be able to keep our properties once we pay them off, because as you know, 3 years, if you don't pay your property taxes, even if your house is paid off, we lose our homes that we work so hard for. And that is actually very much not fair for the American citizens. It should not be like that. So I wanted to open with this video, letting you know who our special guest is, and just thank you so much for being here. Share this video, get others involved, because I believe that we can accomplish so many things if we're all together in unity and have one purpose, one goal in mind. And if we share knowledge with people, because it is imperative for our future, for our finances, everything. So with that being said, we're going to slide right into this video, and thanks for being here. I forgot to send you right away because I was driving, and when I'm on the road, I so many things in my mind. So did you see the text message that I had sent about the Florida budget for the 2024-2025?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I just didn't get to dive into it too much because I had some other appointments today and stuff like that too that I had to get ready for and to do. So I think what would be really helpful is get a group of people there in Florida to study this is what we did. We look at the Michigan state budget and we go, here's where the money's coming in from. And then we identify where is the money coming in from? Okay, you don't have state income tax, but we have a big state income tax bucket.
Right.
And we have a sales tax bucket. What's your sales tax in Florida? 7%?
Yeah, 7%.
What's your sales tax?
It's 7.
Okay, ours is 6. So
Okay.
you have so we have a state income tax bucket, we have a sales tax bucket, we have a property tax bucket, and then we have alcohol, marijuana, and tobacco taxes. We have real estate transfer taxes. We have corporate business taxes. So at the state level, when you look at what all of those taxes are that are generating revenue for the state, then you go, well, what are they spending all that money on, right?
Right.
Because here's where the money goes. And then here's kind of the end user for that money. It goes from our property taxes at the state level. It goes from our property taxes into a public school aid bucket. And it goes from the public school aid bucket to pay colleges, community colleges, K through 12, early development. Okay, so it breaks down the school aid bucket, because the school aid bucket gets money not just from the property taxes, but from sales tax, state income tax, alcohol, marijuana, and tobacco tax, right?
Right.
So here's where the revenue is coming from, here's where it's going, but here's where all of the revenues are that support this bucket. And then this is where the money goes from that bucket to where,
Okay.
right? And then how it gets broken down. So what we're talking about, and it's helpful to know how your state budget works, because that's why when we here in Michigan, we started saying, holy crap, people are losing their homes to foreclosures, right? Mm-hmm. Because of property tax.
Right.
Well, why is property tax so high? Where is that money going? How could they be spending that kind of money? They're spending so much money on so many things that they're forcing people out of their homes. Mm-hmm. They're forcing people off their farms. They're forcing people to shut their businesses down because they can't afford the property taxes goodness sakes, what are they spending all of that property tax money on,
Right.
right?
Right.
So here in Michigan, some of it, a very small portion of our property taxes goes to the state. Very small portion. The rest of it, like you sent me your property tax bill or someone's, and there's more line items. Now, ours here in Michigan and maybe yours in other townships, we have multiple, we have 4 times more line items on our property tax bills than what you do.
Oh, wow.
Because like I have a public school. I noticed on yours that you have public school millages.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I have public school millages. You had about 4
Yep.
that you had like 4 millages that went to your public school. I have 4 that go to my public school.
Okay.
Okay. I don't even, one of them is past debt, right? One of them is past debt expense. How long has that been out there?
Right.
What was the original amount of the debt? How many years was it supposed to go for?
Right.
Haven't we paid that debt off? Because that debt was incurred 15 years ago when property taxes were here. Shouldn't it be paid off now when property taxes are here?
Right.
Because property values have gone up, right?
Not right.
So we also, I noticed that you have like, do you have like county operating expenses like you're paying a county?
Yes.
So I have that.
Yep.
I have county operating expenses.
Yep.
So my county operating expenses, I pay one county operating that pays for whatever the county needs
Like
to pay
general
for
fund?
out of property tax.
Okay. Is it considered like
Yes.
general funds? Okay.
Yeah, it kind of goes to general fund, but then I also have a millage for the sheriff's department
Okay.
because that's a county, right? Because county sheriffs,
Mm-hmm.
you might have a city police
Yeah.
department, but you have a county sheriff's department.
Okay. Yep.
So our county jail is a separate millage. The sheriff's department, separate millage, right? My county library, separate millage. So there's certain things like a general slush fund where that's county operating. So they pay the county commissioners. They pay all of the county workers, right? They pay the county staff members. But then we have a road commission, county road commission, millage.
Okay.
So that's an extra millage.
Okay.
Sheriff's department, extra millage. County library, extra millage. Okay, so we have multiple. And then we have senior citizens. You have, what do you call yours? Like health? You have something on yours that
Yes, it says health unit. Health unit. Health
So
unit.
I don't know what that is. Is that like township or county or?
So this is county.
You have a lot of senior.
Yes, we do. So in the county box here, we had the general fund, we had the fine forfeiture, we have the transportation TR. I'm not sure what the TR stands
So
for.
transportation, what is that? What is transportation for roads? Like to maintain roads?
Yes. So that's the transportation TR. And then in that same county, there's also health unit. And then we have a whole nother section for public school. And that's the most money for public school. That's even more for anything. And then we have water management. There's something else that we don't pay for because it's blocked off here. And then we have city stuff because I live in the city. So, and then we have some other things here, but in the county portion, there's the health unit, transportation, that kind of thing.
So your health unit, is that like mental health or any kind of health?
I think it's any kind of health. It doesn't specify what kind of health it is, but yes.
Like the Department of Human Services, health department.
Okay, yeah, we do have a health
kind of like a health.
Yeah.
Health department. Okay.
Yep.
So do you get one bill a year or 2?
I get one bill.
You get 2 bills.
Well, okay, so I have what it gives me 2 different things here. It gives me what let me see, the total proposed tax and assessment, I guess if that's what it would be if I didn't have homestead exemption. And then attached to that is
Okay.
amount that I'm going to be paying. Oh, and to answer your question about the health, this is county health. So I'm gonna think that's the health department. The
County
money.
Health Department, okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Gives,
Yeah.
gives out shots, checks on people, that kind of, yep, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So do
Mhm.
you get two bills? In Michigan, we get a bill in the summertime and we get a bill in the wintertime.
Yeah. No.
So our summer bill is usually quite a bit larger than our winter bill.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get one bill. I only get
You
one
just
bill.
get one.
Yeah. I just got this one like a few weeks ago. So yeah. But I will say I did a little
Okay.
comparison
Okay.
from when I first purchased the home till
Okay.
now, and it's definitely increased. So unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And have you done any improvements to your house?
Yes. Yes. I
Like
have.
out exterior improvements or
Yes.
structural improvements?
Yes. Yep. There has been some
Okay.
structural improvements.
So do you think that they've raised your property value based on those improvements
Yes.
or just inflationary
Well, I think it's a combination
based
because,
on the improvement?
yeah, I think it's a
Mhm.
combination because the area that I live in, everything is insane, like insane pricing. Like compared to 5, 6 years ago, houses were selling for, there was a house down the road that sold for like $89,000. I went to go look because I wanted to live in this area. It almost doubled. Now it's like 300 and something thousand dollars, if not four. So everything has like inflated in the last 4 years, 5 years to be like a crazy, insane amount of money. And when I got the new roof, and then we
Right.
have like a nice fence now. So I think all of that together, because when they came to do the roof and, spec the roof, make sure everything was good, then that's when it was like, oh no. So I think the value of the property has definitely gone up since then.
Isn't it funny, Ebony, that if you don't improve your house, then they want to charge you what they call a blight fee for like looking run down and making the neighborhood look nice. They want to charge you a blight fee. But as soon as you try to make your house look a little nicer,
Right.
you know that whatever you do is going to earn you a higher property tax bill.
Yep.
Where's your incentive? You
Right.
know, I would put all my money on the inside of my house and I would leave the outside of my house as it was so
Yeah.
I could enjoy the niceness on the inside for
Right.
I mean, that's what they're encouraging people to do,
Exactly.
right? Leave
Right.
it look horrible on the outside to the appraiser and whatever else, but I want to enjoy the niceties on the inside because and so that's where I would spend my money.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then to the outside, anybody driving by, they're going to see something that's maybe not as nice as what the township wants. But that's what they force you to do.
Right. They do. So I know I had mentioned
What?
last time we had spoke on the phone about Mr. Rick Becker and in North Dakota. So you said that he needed how many votes or signs for or
He,
let's say signatures.
based on the population and the figure and the calculation of however they calculate theirs, he only needed 32,000 clean signatures. But you know what? North Dakota doesn't have a very big population, right? And
Right.
they're very spread out. The big state, sparsely populated. So it took a huge effort to get, he got 40,000 signatures.
Okay.
So
40,000.
he had enough clean signatures to get it on the ballot.
Okay.
But as soon as he got it on the ballot, that's when all of the unions came out against it and said, oh, you're going to close the schools and you're going to lay off all the teachers. Well, no, we're not. And you're going to close all the fire departments and lay all the firemen off. No, we're not. You're going to lay off all the police. No, we're not. What we want the government to do is prioritize their spending.
Stay tuned for part 2 of our casual conversation with Ms. Karla Wagner of Axman Tax as we dive deeper into ways of eliminating property taxes in our own state. In the meantime, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2.